Right, well, hi guys. Welcome to another day on the road. Just started my shift. I've got Avonmouth today, sunny little Avonmouth, lovely jubbly. It's a straight run there, straight run back, so take me break whilst I'm down there. I should, what's the time now by the time I leave? I'll most likely end up driving through the rush hour, but such is life, I suppose, such is life. I'll do some forward facing. I'm not going to be able to afford to buy any more royalty free music for a while, so you'll have to bear with me. Although I have discovered something relatively fun which I might try. And that is, if I leave it recording normally and then speed it up, it sounds like I'm driving an F1 car. It's funny as hell. So I might give that a go and see what it sounds like, just for a bit of a giggle. I might try all that in this one. But I just think it's quite funny. But that's me. And nobody seems to be doing that, to be fair. Nobody seems to just be letting the sound continue as normal and then just speeding it up and just, so I'll give that a crack at some point. Big political revolution today. Well, not revolution, I suppose. Revelation is the word I'm looking for. What I might do is just start my day again, because I'm just getting everything wrong at the moment. No, big revelation today. Boris Johnson has decided to step down. He's not going to run for the leadership. No defects on that, lovely jubbly. And everybody's curious. Everyone's like, oh well, you know, what's going on? It's going to be a massive rift. It's going to cause this. In actual fact, looking at it, with what has been going on the stage, on the political stage at the moment, Boris has realised that now that Gove has gone out against him, it's going to cause massive rifts, and he doesn't want to see his political party, the Conservatives, going through the trench warfare that it seems fitting. It does seem fitting that I've said that, considering it's the 29th of... it's the 30th today, isn't it? Yeah, it's the 30th. The 30th of June. He doesn't want to see the Conservatives going through the trench warfare that Labour are currently going through. So he stepped aside. Now, to be fair, he might not have had all the tools required for what's ahead. But people like Liam Fox and Theresa May, they have negotiated with the EU before. They have experience, they know what they're looking at. So it should be a relatively interesting fight. See who comes out on top. But anyway, I'm going to crack on. I need to get this done. I don't want the logo showing up on the back of this, as it always bloody well does. So I shall see you when I get to Avonmouth and I'm on my break. Let's hope you like the sound of F1. I made it to Avonmouth. I had a cheeky little break on the way down here, only for about 15 minutes. I've had to close that because I know that'll be picking up one of the logos. That's the word I'm thinking of. Just very quickly, I'm going to take a photo of something. Basically, this is the entrance I've got, and you are going to see the back end of a truck. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, there we go, lovely, lovely. Right, now you'll be able to see it. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll have seen I'm somewhat slightly angry. Because this is an entrance. Now, there is a sign at that entrance. Now, you'll see it in the photo, but obviously you can't actually see the sign because it's facing the other way. And it says, in big writing, deliveries. And that so-and-so has parked right on the edge. Now, this is an industrial estate, quite a decent sized industrial estate. There's loads of people parked all over the place, loads of other places to park. Well, he's parked himself there. Now, there was a drive in front of me delivering, and he turned up, did his bits and bobs, and he rolled forward, and that guy had turned up, but he was halfway, from what I've been told, he was halfway across the entrance. How retarded do you need to be? He was halfway across it, and the other drive went up to him, and he said, well, you can't stop there, mate, because I've got to get out and there's other deliveries. You're going to have to shift. I'll roll forward, but oh well, whatever. So he's rolled forward right up against a micro about that close. I mean, he's got nanotechnology will fit between him. And I turned up and I've come down, and we come from that direction. And I've turned up and I thought, I wonder if I can, you know, kind of just cut the curb a little bit and get it. No, my trailer is going to cut because there's cars parked directly opposite, as you'll have seen in the photo. And with those cars parked opposite and the truck this side, it's not really a two-way passing width road. So I've had to reverse back and carry on round and find somewhere to turn round. Well, it's a Thursday night. Everyone's parked up everywhere, so everywhere I would usually turn round, everyone's parked there. Now, it would have been easier if I'd have turned the first left, followed it down and spun round down there and come back, but I went all the way to the end. That was a stupid mistake. Yeah, that was a bit Tim Nice but dim, that was. But anyway. But yes, so that's pleased me. But you get that. I mean, you get that everywhere you go. Now, he's a Class 1 driver. And he knows about trailer swing. He can see this is an entrance for deliveries. He can obviously, I know you can't see what store this is or what company this is, but he can tell what it is. They just don't care. And you sit there and you think, well, why? Why be like that? Fortunately, there's another truck, a Gregory guy, and he's hung back. So we can get in the other way, and I can get out that way and go round the block and back out. But if he had have parked where they usually park, because obviously we come in from the other way, he'd have parked right up against it. He's parked right up against it. The guy who was in here wouldn't have got out, and this place wouldn't be getting any deliveries. And you look at them and you think, you are definitely not all there, are you, mate? I'll just double check something. Lovely jabby. But yeah, he's you just think about it sometimes and it bewilders you. It really does. It completely there's no need for it. We're all Class 1 drivers. We've all got to go somewhere. We've all been to those delivery destinations. If you're new and you haven't yet, trust me, you will do. We've all been to those delivery destinations where you look at it and you go, oh, I've got to try and squeeze in there. He knows that. But there we go. That's my little rant out the way about the HPH guy. Useless so and so. But anyway, moving on. Going back to something I said earlier about how Boris Johnson has come out and said, I'm not going to run for the leader of the Conservative Party. Well, everyone's going on about, oh, he's been stabbed in the back by Gove, this has happened, blah, 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 blah. What nobody seems to have realised is that he's in a news cycle at the moment. Now, if you look across the way at Labour, you got Jeremy Corbyn, 80% of his MPs do not trust him. Vote of no confidence. Okay, so he's lost 80% of his parliament. Okay, or his party, I should say, not parliament, of his party. And he's refusing to step down as of this recording. I don't know whether he has since I've said this, but as of this recording. And of course, he is now in a continuous news cycle. The Labour Party are in a continuous news cycle. They break so much as a mouse fart, it'll be front page. Boris Johnson has seen that a number of people in the party don't really like him that much, don't believe that he's got what it takes to lead the party at this precise point in time. And of course, Gove has turned round and gone, I'm going to run for it instead of running your election campaign. And he's turned round and he's done the honourable thing. He's fallen on his sword, so to speak. He's turned round and gone, right, well, I'm not the person for the job. So that's left it open to people like Theresa May, who, as I've said, she has negotiation experience with the EU, which is exactly what they would need in place. At this precise point in time, the country needs somebody who's negotiated with the EU successfully. And then, of course, you've got Liam Fox. He's got a bit of negotiation experience. And so it's kind of opened the way to that. Now, Gove is not going to get mass support. He might not even make it into the last two because of the sound bites. He's got very negative sound bites when he was Secretary for Education, and then, of course, for the NHS. No doctors are going to vote for him, no teachers are going to vote for him. He's got very negative sound bites, plus just after, well, what was it, 2 days ago, was it, or yesterday? Oh, no, it's 2 days ago. He was out saying how he doesn't want to be the leader, he's not geared up for it and all that kind of stuff. So he's kind of out the running, he's just done it to block Boris. Now everybody thinks this is going to be a massive turmoil for that party, but it's going to be a news cycle. It's going to be a 24-hour news cycle and then on with the internal election for the two candidates and then the voting for the members. Whereas across the way in Labour, it's going to keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. It's going to destroy them. Whereas Conservatives, it's done, it's dealt with, tomorrow it's whatever. So it's actually quite ingenious. Because now the country is faced with two major political entities. As they've always have been. I mean, you've got the two major ones and then all the side ones. They've got two major political entities. One of them, little bit of infighting, the person who's going to cause the issues has stepped down and walked away. Done. Other one, lots of infighting. It's been continuous infighting since the person was elected, and he's refusing to go. So you've now got to weigh up in this uncertain time, in this period of real instability, what do you want? Do you want something that's infighting and imploding and just... If they're not careful, they're going to split. There's going to be a far left Labour movement and then a centre left Labour movement. They're just going to split. Or do you want a relatively stable, they're going to run their elections, whoever it is, done, job, lovely. It's kind of put it in that perspective, if that makes sense. Staying neutral as I am. So you've got that kind of, that balance that's, well, there's only going to be one winner, isn't there? I mean, what do you want? Do you want a stable party at this precise point, or do you want an unstable, flying to the left kind of party? You know, extreme socialism, borderline... I don't really want to be the cliched person and say this, but borderline communism. Because it's a fallacy to link Labour in this day and age with communism. Maybe many years ago, but not so much now. Although there is certain traits of Corbyn that is that way. I mean, he was a founding member in a couple of Trotskyite, Stalinist movements when he was a backbencher, when he was a dissident backbencher. So you've always got a kind of, and of course that's what has scared a lot of the Labour Party, a lot of his MPs, backbenchers and frontbenchers as well, is that he is going to swing way too far to the left. And at this precise point in time, you don't... What this country needs at the moment is not an extreme right view and an extreme left view, because it does that. What it needs now is a kind of Theresa May centre-right and a kind of, well, whoever it's going to be, really. I don't have a clue. I mean, it was supposed to be Angela... I've forgotten her last name now. She didn't come out and run for it at the moment, but it needs to be a centre-left and a centre-right. We need to kind of... This country needs to kind of unify, so getting closer together is not a bad thing. If you've got an extreme left, well, they want the EU. They want Europe. If you've got extreme right, you've got issues. You're going to have some serious issues. Because they're going to want to rule the world, you know. So what needs to happen is you need to kind of get more centralised parties. You know, when it comes to the Brexit, you need bipartisan relations. You don't need somebody who's so far left, not only is he scaring a left-leaning political entity, but he's going to alienate everybody right of centre. So, that's my take on it. But there we go. Anyway, it's getting dark because it's nearly 8:30. I've got a 1400 start tomorrow again, so I might get this run yet again. So I will see you tomorrow. Chances are, because this is all I've got, I will be back with just about enough time to get things edited, and this will go up tonight, hopefully. But I am in one of the higher ones, a 2012 plate one, with quite a large number of kilometres on it. But anyway, this will be it. This will be done. I tried to get some decent forward-facing footage, but rain. It's never ending. It's just rain. It's just rain. But anyway, I'll do what I can with what I've got. By the time I've finished my break and moved and got going, there's rain in the air at the moment. I'm not going to get any more footage. This will be it. So, thank you kindly for watching. Like, subscribe, share about, do whatever it is you usually do. I shall see you in the next one, which will be tomorrow. And hopefully I can start walking away from all the political stuff for a change. Because the issue with the Brexit thing is it's going to dominate everything for the foreseeable future. It's going to dominate everything. So every so often I will most likely reference it. For the foreseeable, I might end up referencing it because I listen to Radio 4, so I hear what's going on as it comes out. So I might react to it, but I'm going to see if I can start taking myself away from it now. Because I am politically motivated, but I don't want my channel to just be that. If I want to go on that one, I'll open up another channel and start doing that. But anyway, cheers for watching, and I shall see you next time.